Today I'm going to walk through the OAuth 2.0 Google sign-in with code examples and localhost testing and the OpenIdConnect ID token. So this is the Google Cloud Console, and this is where you will get your client ID and secret from. So you're going to make a project and then you're going to make an app. So if you've not done so, go ahead and make a project and you can click on APIs and services, pop down to the OAuth consent screen, pop down to clients, create a client. So it'll give you different types of applications. So we're going to do basic web page. And then the authorized JavaScript origins, you are telling Google accept requests from this IP address, port, and page. And then the authorized redirect URIs, this is going to correspond to a backend command. We're going to be using Python with Flask. So let's fill those out really quickly. All right, so we're going to use Python 5000 because we have a Flask app set up with localhost 5000. We're going to use the Python package for a web server, which defaults to 8000. And then you have to have the base, or it will give you an error. So that's your base IP address when working with localhost. And we are going to redirect back to a Python command located here. Create. So this is going to give you, the JSON is going to give you all this, but it's your client ID. You'll store this in the HTML and in your Python. The client secret, store only in your backend. Do not share this with the public. And download. Okay. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is the JSON we just downloaded. So what we have here is our client ID, project, some basic URI info, our client secret. This is what we store in the backend, our redirect URIs, and our JavaScript origins. So our Visual Studio Code project. This is all in GitHub, and I'll post a link in the comments. So in Visual Studio, what we have is a basic Python app, and we have a couple of HTML pages. Auth Google is going to be our authentication page. And we have what is GIS code. GIS is Google's code for working with their console. It's the new way they're doing things, and it's really simple. So your client ID is going to pop in here. Copy, paste, and then this is going to be the location of your backend command. So in our auth directory, we have our Google backend command. We are also going to put our client ID here. This is the Flask process auth Google. We're going to find our client secret. And a little bit about this file. We're making a Flask app which starts its own web server, and we've specified port 5000. We implemented CORS because we were getting CORS errors. We have a secret key which comes from our Google console client creation, our client ID, and then when Google initially sends the form data, it does a post of form data to this command. There are two variables. There's a token variable and there's a GCSRF variable in the request.form data. So we're going to print these and see these in a console. We have ID info is ID token. So this is specific to OpenIdConnect. You're going to swap the authentication token for an access token using the requests and your client ID. We're going to print those out so you can see them. And then we'll see you can get the user email, and then you can do whatever you need to do on your backend, verify your user, create if they don't exist, and set a front-end session user ID to the user email or ID, or you can generate a JOT. Do not store JOTs client-side. Then we're redirecting back to dashboard.html if the login was successful. So this is just your basic dashboard. Person is logged in, sign in, or like a home page or dashboard page where they're already signed in. All right, so we're going to start a command prompt for the server that's going to serve up our HTML pages. Change directory. Control C, Control V. All right, so Python has a package that lets you start up a web server, and it defaults to port 8000. So port 8000 is going to serve up our HTML pages, and we're going to start another command prompt for the auth. So Flask will start its own server, and we've specified port 5000, so we do navigate to there, auth, and then we just do Python, a really long name when I name it that long. There we go, we have 2 servers running. All right, we're going to go back to, are you not finding this? Four, file not found. Google.html. My hands were too fast. Sign in with Google. Access blocked. Authorization error. Missing parameter client ID. So that means in our HTML page, we forgot to save it. So save. Make sure that one's saved. It is 8. That's what I want. And now we try again. There we go. Signing in. Signing in Google Cloud Server. All right, so let's look and see. We're on our dashboard page. Everything looks like it worked correctly. So, Google with 200, we have the dashboard. So this is our server serving up the HTML pages, and this is the Flask app. So what we have in process auth, we have our token. So this is on the initial receive. It sends us a token and a GSRF token. And then we do the verify. Right, the token, GSRF token. We verify things and we get the OpenID connect info back, and I printed that out. Print what comes back in here. It is JSON. It is this JSON here. You can see it's the user's basic info that verifies the login and allows authentication access.